Closure.
Closure.
They were in your life, and then all of a sudden they weren't, and you're scratching your head wondering, what happened? Why are they gone? What did I do?
Yeah, where'd they go to? KRBE.com is where you want to go. Eric is going to get connected with you and help you find this out. Let's get to today's closure. I know Rachel is standing by. Let's find out more about her story. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning. Hi, how are you?
We're doing fine. So, Rachel, who is it you're trying to get closure from?
Wallace. I was dating Wallace for a year, and I haven't heard from him, which I can't believe.
A year? And you need closure for somebody ghosted you after a year? Well, take us through it. What was the last interaction? Was it a date? Was it a sleepover? You know, what was the last time you spoke to him?
Sure. Well, it was a month ago. He did get a new job and had moved up north. Ohio, actually. And when he was leaving and he got the job, we were like, what are we going to do? And he reassured me. He was like, hey, look, I see a proposal in our future. Let me get settled in this job and then we'll figure it out from there.
So there was no communication then after he moved?
I get a few texts for a couple days. I've reached out to him on social media. I knew the company's name, so I called there. And he actually apparently left the company within a week.
So he goes up north for a job. He's there and he quits that company after a week. Why didn't you just come back to Houston?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, what is going on?
Rachel, just real quick before we have Wallace join us, were you guys by any chance having any kind of like distance issues before the job came up and he moved? Or like, were y'all having any issues? Or was it super solid tight? Yes, we're locked in. We want to be together. And then, he has to move.
Yeah, it was super tight. We love each other. We see a proposal. We see a future together. And then...
That's really crappy if a guy says he's going to pop the question and he just ghosts.
Well, let's find out why. Wallace, thanks for joining us this morning. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, Wallace, I mean, you got to give her some answers. What happened, man? You guys are together a year. You tell her you're going to marry her and then you just disappear?
Yeah, you heard all that.
Yeah. No, I heard all of that, and I feel awful about it. I really do. In all honesty, when I went up to my job in Ohio for the first week, I was working with a client. And things were going really well with that client to the point where that client appreciated my work, appreciated talking to me, and then offered me a job. So I ended up quitting the job that I went up here for in the first place and ended up working with my client. And sparks were kind of flying really fast with the client that now I'm with her. I'm dating her now.
What?
Huh? And you couldn't tell your pre-fiance this?
I couldn't. It felt
What do you
awful.
mean you couldn't? We were together for a year. You couldn't have the decency to let me know?
I'm really sorry. It's not the best way to handle it. I know. I apologize.
It's not the best way. It's the worst way.
Yeah, you didn't handle it at all, dude. You just went away like a coward.
I just need a little reality check. So, Wallace, you thought that it was better to tell her with us on the phone on our show with an audience versus just calling her and telling her this privately yourself?
I haven't been trying to contact her. I've been running away from it for so long. And then being on the radio today and listening to you guys, it just made me realize, okay, what I've been doing hasn't been working. It's actually been making the situation worse. So I just decided to come clean today.
You wasted not only a year of my life, but an additional month.
I didn't know what to say or what to do because it just happened.
What is this woman's name? I want to know.
I'm not going to put her information out there like that.
You can't even give me the decency of knowing who this other woman is?
I'm not going to publicly put her information out there like that.
And plus, how's it going to help you anyway, Rachel, to know? They're not even in this state. It's not like you're going to go chase her down. You got to...
Yeah, but still, I would like to look at them and go, that's who you picked over me. Well, whatever. Loser.
Listen, Eric, you, okay? Like, I'm not a loser. I was invited onto this show. I don't need to take this.
Back up, Wallace. You, because you're the one that's being a jerk.
Guess what? When people start an affair and they are leaving somebody and they start an affair with that person, that relationship fails 80% of the time within 2 years. So it's not going to be happily ever after for you.
All right, well, thank you for your statistics. I feel like I'm being attacked here. And I know...
Yes,
I know
you deserve that.
Hey, let me talk. Okay, you brought me on this show. Let me talk. All right?
You've been gone for a month not talking. I don't think it matters if you talk now or...
You guys are full of This is ridiculous. You're trying to make me out.
All right, there. Wallace is gone.
Wow.
Okay, obviously he wanted to not even contact you at all that he found that new girl.
Yet he also wants the last word.
I mean, what kind of answer did you think we were going to get today, though, from him?
I was not expecting that. I was expecting some sort of like emergency or.
Maybe you got cold feet.
Unfortunately, I was thinking the other way. I've been doing this show for too long with you guys.
You immediately
Found the
kind of
negative
suspected
stuff.
it was cheating.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you come back?
Yeah, exactly.
You're there 1 week. We can all do better as humans.
Yeah, we're just cowardly.
Especially if you left somebody hanging like that to move to a new state for a new job, and you leave them with the promise of, let's talk about our future together. And
He
see
baited
how
her,
it works
Rolla.
out.
He said, hey, a proposal's coming in the future.
You know why he did that? It's like sometimes military guys will get engaged
So
before
she won't be with anybody else, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel, look, I'm really sorry that your 1 year long relationship came to an end because he moved and now he's met someone new at the job he doesn't even have anymore. I'm just glad he didn't move you, Rachel. Imagine that. We've had people call our show that moved to Houston for a relationship, and upon getting here, the person had cheated on them and dumped them in our town alone. No contacts, no one. Had to just figure out a life of their own or move back to where they came from.
Oh, God. Yeah, at least I didn't move to Ohio.
Well, look, you dodged a bullet in many ways.
Yes, it seems that way.
Well, thank you for reaching out to our show. We appreciate you listening to our show, and thanks for coming to us for some help. We wish you the best of luck with whatever's next.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This is devastating.
You've got a problem.
Please don't panic.
Hit Roula and Ryan's panic button.
Please give me the answer.
On KRB.
And instead of actually going to the panic button hotline, which is the listener line, 713-278-VENT, this person texted our show. We were going to tell them, go to the panic button. We go, you know what? Why don't we just talk to you? And then just find out what you're freaking out over. What is the stress? We know it's about her son. Let's welcome her to the show, and she can tell us all about it. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, Amanda, we're great.
Pretty good. Better than you. This
Please
is weird.
explain.
Yeah, can you
Please
explain a
give
little
us
bit?
more.
My 16-year-old son, he was hanging out at his friends the other day after school, which is very normal, not a big deal. But he came home and told me that his friend's mom gave him a massage when he was over there.
What?
Hold up. What now?
Like, what kind of massage?
And that's the part that stuck out when you texted that part.
Like, what kind of
Hold on, what now?
massage are we talking about here?
Apparently she's in school, which is great. She needs to practice on people, get her hours or whatever.
She's in school for what? Massage therapy?
Massage therapy, yeah.
Okay.
Which is fine, but I'm still very uncomfortable with the fact that she just did it and didn't ask permission, I guess. He's 16. Like, he's a young man.
Was it like one of those, Kevin, was the Abel used to work here and he was a masseuse, remember?
Deep tissue massage?
Swedish massage?
He had like that chair where you sit in it and they
Put
just
your
do
face in it.
I don't think he was, like, laying on a table. It wasn't like that.
So he's leaning forward.
Yeah.
So she has a massage chair, not a massage table, and she asked your 16-year-old son if she could practice massage on him. Did anybody else of the friends get one?
Yeah, he said that it was him and her son and then one other boy that did.
Well, I mean,
Sorry,
there's
that's just not...
there's nothing inappropriate happening.
But here's the weird thing, Ryan. You guys have told me 1,000 times you've been 16-year-old boys.
Yeah, Kevin, what would you do if
I
you
don't
had
care
somebody
who's touching
trying to,
you.
at 16, you're getting a massage?
You're back.
I don't think. I mean, it sounds innocent enough, but at the same time, you do have to ask permission nowadays.
I think so.
Right.
I feel
Because
everyone-
she could potentially injure him.
Well,
that's
I think
true.
it's just more about, you not knowing.
Or arouse him.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Would have been better if your son had texted you, hey, Mom, I'm at blah, blah, blah's house, and his mom wants to practice her massage therapy on us. Can I get a massage?
Of course.
And then I would
Yes.
probably ask, like, well,
Okay.
like
I'd
full
be like,
body? Or
no,
where
what-
are you talking about?
I'd be like, why
Where?
don't you call me?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, right. I want a massage. Hold up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, can
I'm
I
coming
ask,
over.
what's his friend's mom look like? Is this somebody that he's going to be attracted
Well,
to?
it doesn't matter.
Well, it does
A
matter.
woman is touching a
if
16-year-old
if
boy.
he's saying, like,
What's she
oh,
wearing?
Yeah.
oh, Eric is saying he could get aroused, so, like, is
No,
that
I'm saying
You'll
anyone.
within
get
a realm
aroused
of
from anybody,
possibility?
no matter what they look like,
I'm not saying
Ryan.
me. I'm saying anyone at 16.
Yeah.
A nice northern wind could do that at 16.
Okay, so the
Northern, that's
question you have,
cold.
Amanda, for us is, should you confront, like, have you talked to the mom? What's your question for us?
No, that's what I want to do. I think that's kind of inappropriate that you didn't ask. I understand it's for school. But my husband and my son are mortified at the fact that that I would do that.
No,
I'd be
you
mortified.
should. No, you should. You're a mother.
As a 16-year-old, I'd be so like, oh my God,
Right,
mommy's
this is a
going over to.
parent situation.
He doesn't have to know.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is a mom to
Oh, he's
mom
gonna know.
situation. If I had a kid over at my house and something happened and a mom wants to talk to me about it, that's her right as a mother to ask me what happened while my child was in your care.
I'm just saying that kid of yours is going to be so embarrassed because
Yeah, it's going to be awkward.
It's going to be
He
real
doesn't
awkward.
have to be there.
Oh, his
Yeah,
friends
it
gonna be
doesn't
like,
matter.
"Oh,
His friend's going to know
ask
because
mommy. You need to ask mommy.
yeah, he's going to get ridiculed.
Or she just doesn't do it anymore.
Or Eric, how about this? Amanda, how about you just have tell your husband and your son, listen, I need to talk to that mom and just let her know.
That I know.
Hey, I would have appreciated knowing that you wanted to practice your massage therapy on your son's friends. And I'm not really comfortable with that. So in the future, when you want to do that, please refrain.
And should you even be doing that?
And don't.
Like, was
If
it
you're not
Ryan or Kevin
licensed?
said? No, I mean, like you said, you could hurt somebody if
Yeah.
you massage them wrong at
Yeah,
16.
if you pinch a nerve or do something incorrect.
Don't you have to be like 18 to go to a massage?
Kid athletes get massages and
That's
stuff
true.
and chiropractic.
Physical
And I'm
trainers?
sure they have to sign a ton of paperwork and it goes through the parents.
Well, it goes through the parents. If you want to take your kid to a chiropractor, I think under 18, you definitely have to be there to give the permission and,
Right.
and be present during the chiropractic, whatever you call it, the exam.
Ask your husband.
You
Go.
should have asked me.
What if it was instead of the lady, it was her husband giving the massages? Does he have a problem with that? I bet your husband would be upset with that. He'd
Would
be
he?
like, maybe. He'd be like, I don't want a man touching my 16-year-old son.
There are a lot of layers to this.
What are you going to do?
Have we helped you at all?
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I'm going to talk to her. I don't need either my husband or my son to be involved in that. I don't need to tell them what goes down.
Oh, I think you need to tell your son that you're going over and having that conversation. Don't blindside him.
Again, Ryan, she's not announcing it to the whole school.
No, you just
I
talk
am
to
gonna
her.
go talk to so-and-so's mom.
The mom's kid is his friend, and they're
How
going
would
to
the kid know?
ridicule him.
How would the kid know?
Mom's going to tell the kid.
You're going to listen
Yeah.
to your kid, not just
No,
parent?
but I also don't want to make their life a living hell at school.
You know how many things that you probably don't know that your mom and dad know about you that you think they didn't know, but they knew because
Right.
they found out from
Somebody else.
other people, the parents?
My mom found out I ditched school. I thought I got out scot-free.
They keep it secret.
I got blown up at school.
Parents
Somebody
don't have to
told
tell.
her.
They don't tell their kids everything.
I think, Amanda, you need to talk to your husband as a respect level in the marriage. Like, listen, you don't think it's a big deal, but as respect to me as your spouse, I have a problem with this as a mother. I need to talk to that mom and let her know if she ever wants to do that again. I am not okay with that, and I would have appreciated a phone call or a text.
What's the rest of
before
us
she
say?
did
Okay,
it.
Ken, what do you say?
I'm kind of with Ryan. I don't want the kid to be ridiculed. It's just now, just tell your kid, I want you to reach out to me before that
she
happens. again,
can't
or have-
undo the
I don't think
massage.
it's ridicule. Why do y'all think it's
Yeah, well,
ridicule?
It's
the
happened.
mom's not going to go after the mom like a crazy
No, the
lady.
mom.
She's
It's
gonna
not the
have, like, a
mom
real
I'm worried about.
conversation.
It's his friend, who's the mom's son, is probably
And
going to
what's
be
the
like,
friend gonna
"Oh,
say,
your
Ryan?
mommy came over to fight a battle for you."
Hold on.
Wait, what's the
this-
battle?
What is the battle?
All you're saying
Explain
is,
to me.
hey,
what is the battle?
I didn't like that you didn't call me and tell me that you wanted to massage
My
my
son.
son. You never gave me the chance to say yes or no. I think
Right.
next time, could you please ask me? And really, I don't feel comfortable.
Ryan, if
doing that.
one of your daughter's mom friend, like friends' moms, took your daughter and her daughter to a massage place to get a massage and never asked you or your ex-wife, you wouldn't be so, oh, I don't want to embarrass my daughter. You'd be
Or-
like, that's weird.
Oh, they just
Or
keep it
Faith's-
from me.
Faith's friend, the dad, gave her a massage.
That's completely different with a man touching a girl.
What, you don't think women can be predators?
I think
How
male
about
massage therapists all the time.
teacher nowadays is a woman with a male student nowadays, it seems like.
Please do not do this.
We're deadlocked here.
Yeah, because the kid is saying, "Please, mom, don't do it." So how can you say that you're not going to embarrass him? He's absolutely saying, "Please don't do it, mom."
I don't agree with this at all.
Lie to your kid. Say, okay, I won't say anything.
5 calls, let's go
Yeah,
right
right
now.
now. Here we go.
713-390-KRBE. Ryan and Special K think the mother should not say anything. Amanda should not say anything to this masseuse mom. And Eric and I think that she has every right to express to the masseuse mom, hey, I didn't appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So 713-390-KRBE.
Okay, we're going to the phones. 5 calls going to say it all. Do you think that the mother should or shouldn't?
You don't have to
It's
tell
her right as a parent to express how she
That's my kid.
feels
Even
about her
if-
child being
I
touched.
know it's a right, but I'm just saying, kid needs to be not blindsided here.
It says Wheelhouse. Is that your name, Wheelhouse?
Yes, this
Hi.
is H-Town Wheelhouse. I am co-host of Locked On Astros. How y'all doing? I love
nice.
your show.
Oh, hey. How you
Well,
doing?
thanks for listening to the
Awesome.
Roula and Ryan show. 5 calls says it all, and you're the first caller. Yes or no
Awesome.
for the
Well-
mom talking to the other mom?
Absolutely yes. Now listen, I have a 15-year-old son, and if I have someone creeping on my son and giving him a massage at 15 or 16, you better believe you're going to have to answer to me because children don't go to massage parlors. That's weird.
Yep.
We don't. I know we live in a bizarro world, but it is absolutely the parents' right. And I'm sorry, children, it's not right now. Until you leave my house, I have a right to say to whom and to what I want to until you turn 18. When you leave the house, you can do your thing. But
Hold on.
It's supposed to be naked.
Stand by for the naked story. I got to get with this fact that I've thrown it out there now. You can't unthink it now. What is in your bathroom that is dirtier than your toilet you don't realize? Somebody on text actually guessed an answer, and I think this should be the answer. It's not the answer in the article, but it should be the answer. The texter said that little spot of floor right in front of the toilet is always the dirtiest.
Well, you're not standing barefoot, are you?
People always, if you go to a public restroom, especially if it's a unisex bathroom, men pee drip that all the time. It's so nasty. On airplane lavatories, nasty. Oh, yeah. Because when you guys pee, you drip on the floor. I don't know why y'all can't get it all in the toilet.
You don't realize it until you wear shorts, and then you realize that
sprinkle when you tinkle. You get a little blowback.
Water could blow back onto your
clothes.
Yeah, you probably don't. Yeah, that's what people say. Oh, I wear my jeans for 2 weeks straight. I'm like,
you're walking around in basically a germ sponge pants.
Yeah, pee-pee pants.
The answer is not toothbrush, because over the years we've told you that if you flush your toilet and it's near your sink because it's not its own water closet, the particles come up. That's why there's a lid. You should put the lid down and then flush. And people's like, oh, the toothbrush has particles on it. It is not bath towels. What do y'all want to guess?
A comb brush?
Soap? Nope. The soap, that little...
You would think the soap dispenser or the handles of the sink would be very dirty because you're touching it to wash your hands.
What else is in the bathroom? Makeup?
If there's a woman in your life, she's the one that's using this over and over. Unless you also like to wear makeup. Makeup brush.
Oh.
Makeup brushes. How often do you wash your brushes, Sam?
Ooh.
Exactly. Same with me.
Not as much as I should.
And I know. You're in 2006. Great Day Houston debuted on Channel 11. Whitney Casey was the host, and I would do a segment with her called Chick Chat. I was on 3 times a week with her.
Yeah.
And we did this whole petri dish thing of the brushes.
Ew.
And I've always thought of it, although it didn't make me act enough, because I don't, like, my blush brush is my blush brush, is my blush brush, is my blush brush. You've got to wash them. But they say your makeup brush is probably dirtier than your toilet. Because you do not, they have found traces of like E. coli on those brushes.
Oh my God.
They have found all kinds of stuff. You've got to clean your brushes.
How do you clean it?
Just toss it and get $1
put in that
from the dollar
Barbasol
store.
stuff that you see in
No, not Barbasol.
The blue
stuff in the barbershop.
You use a little bit of soap with water and you make like a little suds and let them soak in a cup.
It's as if you're cleaning out your paintbrush.
Oh, that's what I do with my paintbrushes.
It's the same
Could you throw them away?
concept. You can, absolutely. I've had to throw stuff away. Or luckily the blenders, like those sponges that a lot of girls have used, I don't wash those. I just toss those. Buy new ones.
Yes.
You can get them really, really cheap.
I got a pack of 75 of them at Ulta over Christmas that were so cheap. And I was like, why would I ever? And I don't even use that a lot. I don't use foundation. I don't contour. Maybe I should, but I don't. I don't have time in the morning.
You beautiful.
But thank you. And I just was like, for the 3 times I've needed one, I might as well buy this giant thing. Because, I have an 11-year-old who loves her skincare. She'll probably use it more than me. But toss them, man. What, you're going to wash those? No.
You know, when I used to be on, what was it, NBC here, and they would have a makeup artist before you went on the show.
They did your makeup?
Yes, they kind of touched me up.
The lights.
Yes. Well, she was like, next week you can bring your own brushes. I was like, oh, right. Because you've been using these on everybody, huh? She's like,
who was the guest before you?
She's like, I don't remember. She's like, a lot of people think about that and like to bring their own. So now I have my own brushes in the car. So I'm ready I'm always TV ready now.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting. like if we were to go through all our cars, what is the most bizarre thing you'd find in each vehicle? Kevin just held his head down.
I keep forgetting I get that electric pump that you charge, and it can pump up your tires.
Oh, that's good.
I thought it was an Austin Powers pump.
I wouldn't put on my truck.
No.
I don't think that thing's charged. I forgot about it.
I have 2 cookbooks that I keep meaning to bring up here for you guys as a joke, and they still sit in my car. The 5-ingredient recipe book and the crock pot cooker for Sam.
Funny.
Oh, yeah.
They're still sitting in my car since November.
Cooking.
Okay,
Bring
now
it up.
why is it that if you tell Eric you have to go nude, he will believe you in all ways?
I
Why
thought
do
that's
men
how it
believe
was
this?
done.
You have to just be naked for this. No, the choice is, we're talking about massages off the air. If you go get a massage, your choice is whatever you're comfortable in.
Yes.
Right, Sam?
Yes.
Do you want to wear your underpants? Or you can totally disrobe. They leave the room. They let you get on the massage table under the sheets, and then they'll do their thing. And Eric, what happened to you?
Well, I went on my honeymoon. Remember, my wife was sick. So I'm like, what do I
Mexico.
do? In Cancun. So I'm like, I'll just go to the spa. This place called LeBlanc, and it was supposed to be this
like Matt LeBlanc.
LEBLANC or something. Yeah,
it's spelled the same way. Yes,
is it?
LeBlanc. Those two words.
So all of a sudden,
the white.
I went down this fancy spot. It's got like an ice room. It's got a sauna. It's got a cold tub, hot pool, and not tubs. These are pools.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this little guy was helping me out and didn't speak much English. But I'm like, do I leave my swim trunks on? And he's like, no. You get naked. And he stood there. I'm like, wait, you sure?
Wait, hold on. He told you to get naked and then stood there to watch you disrobe?
He left for a second. I remember he did leave for a second.
You have to get in there.
I have a towel.
Let me see what you got going on
But
under
then
there.
he waits by the door while I go into the ice room. So I'm in there naked.
So you're in the ice room naked?
I'm in the sauna
like
naked.
you went into the cold plunge naked?
Frozen ice water
Does
is
everybody go
no
naked?
friend to the male member.
But then when I went to the medium pool one,
yeah.
I remember he has the towel there and he waits for you to get out. I get the towel.
Naked. You got
I
out
was naked and I was drying my hair and my face. And then I looked and he was just
look at your dingus.
Just kept checking there, like saying something in Spanish. I don't know what he's saying.
This guy was
gay.
totally harassing you.
What was he saying? Pequeño.
But no, I just remember I'm like, is this normal to do this? Because nobody was in there.
This guy was totally harassing you.
I don't think that's normal.
Eric, you've been violated.
He didn't touch me though.
It doesn't matter. He violated you with his eyes. He's staring there watching your
violated
dingus.
with you.
But he seemed
with his
impressed,
eyes.
so I was like, I took it as a compliment, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Is that how we're supposed to think about it? I'll take it
Well,
as a
you're not
compliment,
touching me.
Sam, because
I would have
someone stood there and just
kept
watched my
bottoms
nakedness.
on.
Yeah.
By your,
I didn't know what the rule was.
But what if you had said,
Your
I'd like
line
to
of
keep my
thought.
pants on?
It wasn't a massage or anything. Like I
No.
did the massage on the cruise, and she said you can be in your underwear
Whatever.
naked.
So you're
I got
just
naked, I
saying
didn't care.
basically that you don't mind if it's a compliment. Like if you're there, you're in the locker room after you just got done working out, you're walking
Well, that was
around
the last time I
naked.
ever went to one of those salon.
You've never gone back.
spas things.
But it wouldn't bother you if the guy just like walked by and said, "That's a nice penis."
No, I mean
Oh,
that's
my
fine as long
gosh.
as he doesn't touch me.
Nobody says that to each other without making
Hey,
a move.
nice penis.
I think only girls could get away
These guys
with
are talking about, like,
complimenting
biceps
body
or
parts.
something.
Girls do that?
No, I'm saying girls can get away with complimenting body
absolutely.
parts
Absolutely.
versus
So
a
y'all
man
would like
telling
walk by
another
naked
man.
and say, "Oh, amazing breasts."
No, I said
I
they
don't
could.
think I'd say amazing.
You
I'd be
could
like,
tell
wow,
a
those
girl.
are nice. Real? Fake?
Yeah.
Who's your
that's,
surgeon?
No.
That's a very invasive question. You're gonna ask a woman if they're real or fake?
I have.
No way.
I've only done that in the context
If
of
they
I'm
look
at a
like
party.
that, I'm curious.
I'm at a party and I don't know the girls, but they're talking about her boob job.
Absolutely.
But I've never, Sam, and I don't think as a woman you want to walk up to another woman in a locker room of a gym that you don't know to
Who's
tell
telling you
her
fake?
those look great. Are they real or fake?
I mean,
That
wouldn't
would
you
make
be
her feel uncomfortable.
Wouldn't you feel complimented if they said those look great? Like,
I would think she's
wow,
creeping.
She's
She's creeping.
Those are really
Well,
nice.
when they ask for your doctor, because then you're like, oh, they really want
No,
These.
because there's
El Natural.
I don't know.
There's-
I think maybe those were like the college days that I would probably do that. Now, probably not so much.
And I don't know. I haven't been in a gym locker room in a long time in that context where they're the dressing area and you kind of like sit around. Back
Yeah.
when I used to go to 24-hour fitness, that was a huge locker room, lots of women in there. And that's where I would always see like the lady who's comfortable to just walk around totally naked.
And
Like,
she's
what's up with you?
And she's sitting on the bench
Yes.
with no towel
Yes.
under. And I'm like,
Yes.
those are your butt cheeks.
Yes,
are
on the bench.
But the
That is
male
a goal.
equivalent
That's a goal,
Yes.
Sam. Like in your life to be that comfortable in
with
life
your body
Not
that you
to
just
I mean,
don't
this
care.
lady,
I hope
just
I
was
could be that way someday.
So
Well,
Absolutely
taken
not.
back.
It happens
Absolutely
with
not.
men, and it particularly with old people.